Werewolf by Night is a Disney Plus special from Marvel. On a dark and somber night, a secret cabal of monster hunters emerge from the shadows and gather at the foreboding Bloodstone Temple following the death of their leader. In a strange and macabre memorial to the leader's life, the attendees are thrust into a mysterious and deadly competition for a powerful relic. A hunt that will ultimately bring them face to face with a dangerous monster. I don't know what you would call this because it's kind of like that movie Host that premiered a few years ago on Shudder, where it's not quite feature length, but it's not short enough to be classified as a short either. Werewolf by Night is about 56 minutes, and I wanted it to be longer. Michael Giacchino, yeah, the composer, who has composed some of my favorite themes of all time. The new Star Trek theme, the Batman theme, last 3 Jurassic World movies. He's a great composer, but here, he is in the director's chair as well as the composing chair. And what a debut! I want to see more of Michael Giacchino directing. This man has an eye for the camera. He knows how to craft tension and suspense and produce a lot of great long shots and wide takes in this special, if that's what you want to call it, or movie. I guess we'll call it a movie. No harm in that. I loved his vision for this. The fact that he wanted to bring this back to make it feel more like a 1920s or 30s Universal monster movie. Like you felt like you were watching Frankenstein or the Wolfman or the Mummy from the 1930s. That's what this movie felt like. There's like cigarette burns. It's filmed in black and white, and the only thing that's in color is this little artifact called the Bloodstone. And I actually really like that. I like that this movie was a throwback to classic monster movies of old. I think that those movies are movies that are somewhat forgotten nowadays, and unfortunately, it doesn't seem like cinema is honoring the legacy of those movies as much as they should. And Giacchino, I think, with his vision, with his directorial style for this, really honors the legacy that those movies brought to the screen, because without those movies, we wouldn't have things like The Mummy or The Wolfman today still going strong. This felt like a celebration of old-time filmmaking. And that was what really struck me the most about Werewolf by Night. What also struck me is the fact that it's bloody as shit. It's awesome. You know, I was thinking about it. I really do like Multiverse of Madness, and I've liked it a lot, and I've liked it more and more each time I watch Multiverse of Madness. But God, man, if they had just gone harder with Multiverse of Madness, that movie would have banged. Like that whole scene that they were talking about where Scarlet Witch is puppeteering like a severed head or something. This proved to me that that could have been something, but they cut that from Multiverse of Madness because it was too violent. There's a sequence in this special where there's a long wide take of the werewolf just wrecking house, and blood is splattering on the camera, blood is splattering all over the place, people's arms are getting chopped off. I loved this side of Marvel. They went deeper and bloodier, and honestly, since this is being received very well by fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, even though it's separate from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I wonder if they know that they had a missed opportunity with Multiverse of Madness, and I wonder if they're going to kind of retool Blade to be a little bit more violent and push the boundaries of what Marvel has been doing, because to me, this pushed the boundaries of what Marvel is doing, and I think that that's what also made it really good. It's not just your formulaic half of a Marvel movie, you know? And look, I like the Marvel Cinematic Universe a lot. There's not a single movie I really dislike. There are many weaker ones, like Thor: The Dark World. I could go on a whole rant about that, but I wouldn't say I hate any of the movies. I would say I'm either mixed or mixed to positive on the weaker ones, but I have noticed that the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in terms of the movies, is starting to show its age a little bit. It is starting to show that formula. It doesn't feel like it's trying to delve away from that formula at all. Werewolf by Night proved that they can do that. They proved that they can do something a little bit more original and a little bit more out there than what we are accustomed to seeing. And I hope that they take everything that people have loved about this and incorporate it into that Blade movie. Because I think if they do something original like that with Blade, Blade could be really, really great. It would push the boundaries of what we know the Marvel Cinematic Universe to be, even though I don't believe that this is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I actually will say this. I do wish it was part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If it isn't, I want to see more of these characters. I just wish this thing was longer than 50-something minutes. I wanted a whole feature-length film here. I mean, give me 2 hours and 41 minutes of this. Wakanda Forever's supposed to be that long, and it looks amazing. But man, I could have watched another hour of this. Black and white, werewolves just tearing people apart with blood shooting onto the camera. It was what I think Marvel needed to do. They needed to freshen up their image a little bit and prove to people that maybe our formula can go away a little bit and we can push the boundaries of what we're trying to do. And I love that they actually gave Giacchino the chance to direct. His score is really good here, but it's his directing style that really sticks out to me. I just wish it was longer. Before I let you go, you may notice that my shelf in the back is empty. There's a reason why. I sold all of my Blu-rays. I have decided to go digital from now on. They're taking up way too much space. As a physical media supporter, I felt it was time. Of course, that's not the reason. No. No, so the real reason is that, yeah, I'm moving. I'm in the middle of moving. It's not something I want to do. Moving is something I'm being forced to do. I'll maybe talk about that in a future video, but I have to move. And so, trying to get stuff together. I got all my movies in boxes in the other room. So, for a while I'm in this setting, this is going to be empty behind me. I'm sorry. So, you probably clicked on this video and you were like, where the fuck did all your Blu-rays go? They're in boxes. So, yeah, I'm moving. Not too thrilled about moving. Not something I want to do. I'm being forced to move, unfortunately. But, you know, it's something that's out of my control. We all go through moving. So if you have seen Werewolf by Night, I would like some feedback as to what you thought of it. So drop me your comments in the comments section below. I'll leave my link to my website in the description below as well. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. My name is Alex Madden, and I'll see you at the movies somewhere.